talk about investing, they're always giving away something to foreign investors. So, for example, you know that they brag in their in their so-called achievements that they reduce the corporate income tax from 35% down to 25%. Now, when you looked at the structure of the country's economy prior to the Labour Party, making certain adjustments, literally promoting domestic ownership and expanding domestic ownership, 80% of the profits generated in this country came from foreign entities, and those profits are repatriated. So firms like Digicel, Cable and Wireless, the banks, at that time, Scotia Bank, FCIB, Royal Bank, and so on, West Indies Oil Company, and some others, they were generating about 80% of the profits. So what the UBP did at that time was to literally fatten their pockets and allow more of the monies to be repatriated. What we have done now is that we have taken over or increased domestic ownership so that more of those profits are actually retained here in Antigua and Barbuda. And I've said too that this idea, for example, in which they're suggesting that corporate income taxes should be abolished, that's one of the pledges that they made. To what end? When we spoke about abolishing personal income tax, it was on the basis that those individuals will actually spend most of the savings. So I'm a typical middle class person who has increased disposable income as a result of the elimination of personal income tax would have increased his or her spending. And that in itself would have increased the velocity of circulation of money, generating more taxes. And that is why there has not been any reduction in the net amount of taxes collected by the Treasury, despite the elimination of personal income tax. But in the case of corporate taxes, all they'll be doing there is to make these corporations wealthier. And the same Digicel and even FCIB and so on and Flow, they'll be repatriating more monies if they decide to do it with corporation taxes. And we spoke about the issue too, about the loophole that they'll create, in which most the loophole comes with the elimination of the UBT as well. So they're gonna also eliminate the UBT, that is an unincorporated business tax.
Yes.
If they were to do that, then those who are subject to corporate liabilities from corporation taxes will convert the corporate revenues to unincorporated revenues to avoid paying taxes. So it is evident that the UPP, is either they're just inexperienced or they're not giving much thought to the things that they say and do, because what they're promoting here, all that will happen is that you'll have a collapse in government's revenues. And the very programs that we are supporting now, take for instance the $240 million in gifts that we gave to young Antiguans and Barbudans to help them with their education. There's no way that they're able to sustain that.